A very good afternoon to all my dear accountancy students and welcome once again to the lecture of Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 1. Hi, Professor Shaurya Shah. Welcome all of you to my lecture. Dear students, in the last lecture we had studied theoretically about various inventory valuation methods. Fine. I taught you about FIFO, LIFO and weighted average method. We also studied about the advantages and disadvantages of that method. I hope you all must be ready with the format for today's sum. You are also having the sum with you as I have already provided you in Google Classroom. Dear students, we'll be starting with the same sum which will be following for the method of FIFO, LIFO and weighted average method. As it is the first time we are doing this sum, we'll be going little bit slow, understanding each and every concept. Once you are clear with the method, then we can start quickly with that part. Fine. So I suppose everyone is ready with the format. We'll be looking over the sum first, then we'll be starting with the particular method. Fine. Okay, what is the sum all about, students? As you all are having it, the receipts and issues of an item of a material in a factory during August 2017 is given to you, right? Opening balance is given 150 kg at 20 rupees. Issued is given 50 kgs, right? Always remember, students, in such kind of sum, the price of the issue will not be given, right? Why price of the issue will not be given? Because it is up to you to decide from which particular lot you need to give the issue, or you need to issue the material for the production. Fine. Okay. Purchases are given 50 kg. Issued are given again. Purchases are given 200 kgs at 21 rupees. Issued are again given 150 kgs. Returns from job out of the material issued on 3rd, right? The material which you had issued on 3rd August, out of that certain return you have achieved. Again, purchase is 300 kgs at 19 rupees and issued 100 kg, right? So what you need to do is you need to prepare, students, the stock register as per the FIFO method, right? I hope it is clear. So first we will solve the FIFO method, then LIFO method, and then we will see further. Fine. So I hope you all are ready with the format. So stock register under FIFO method, right? Compulsory you need to write this in your exams also. Stock register under FIFO method. Fine. So one by one we'll be beginning. Always your sum starts with the opening balance which you are having. Fine. So please write down here in the date column. The year is 2017. Month is August. Year is 2017. Month is August and date is 1st. So on your 1st August, students, right, you are having opening balance, right? So again, please write down opening balance, that is in quantity, right? You can write down in quantity how much it is. 150 kg at 20 rupees. So in quantity 150. Again, I can write down kg here also, so no need to write down every time, right? So 150 kg and the rate is 20. So 150 into 20, students, gives me 300, 3000, right? So 150 into 20, if you multiply, that gives me 3000 rupees, right? So just write down in the receipt column 150 into 20, 3000, whatever is given in the sum. Fine. Issues will be dash because there is no issue as such. Same thing you need to write down, students, in the balance, because on the very first day we are not having anything else, right? So again, quantity 150, rate will be 20 and the amount will be 3000, right? This is how you need to again post each and every transaction which you are having in the sum. I hope it is clear. Okay. Next is on 3rd August, right? Now no need to write down again the month every time, just write down the date. On your 3rd August, you have issued 50 kg. So first of all, in receipt column, there will be no effect. So put a dash there. How much you have issued, students? You have issued 50 kg. Now what will be the rate? As such, you are having only one quantity with you, that is having 150 kg with 20 rupees rate, right? So my rate will remain the same. In the initial sum, there will be no issues because you will be having only certain kind of quantity, from that you are continuously issuing, right? So 50 into 20 again gives me 1000 rupees. If you calculate 50 into 20 gives me 1000 rupees, right? So amount I have written. Now what is the balance I am having? So balance, earlier I was having 150 minus 50 I gave. So again 100 kg I am having with me, right? So this 100 kg, again the price will remain the same because there is no another purchase with another price. So 100 into 20 gives me 2000 rupees. Fine. I hope it is clear to each and every student, right? So on and so far we'll be continuing with the transactions. It is very easy, mind well students, just get clear with the concept. Once you solve one sum, then it will be easier for you to solve the most of the sums. Fine. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next transaction, that is on 8th of August, right? So 8th of August, you have purchased 200 kgs at the rate of 21, right? So write down in receipt column, purchase will always be written in receipt, issues will always be written in issues, right? So in purchase column, write down 200 kg, rate is 21. So multiply 200 by 21, you will get the answer of 4200 students, right? Issues again will be dash. Now it is the most important thing students, you need to write down the balance of the quantity, right students? Now balance of the quantity, when you are writing, you are having two kind of balances. The very first is 100 already and 200 new, right? So under FIFO method, how do you write it? Write down separately quantity 100, 20, 2000, and the new one 200, 21, 40, 200, and put a curly bracket here, right? So in all, if I ask you how much quantity I am having students, so you will say 100 plus 200, that is 300, and 300 is total quantity, but the prices are different, so you need to write it down in a different manner. I hope it is clear to each and every student. Fine. Okay, now the next transaction we will move on. Fine. On 16th, right, you have given issue. So on 16 I'll write down it is issue students 150 kg. So in my receipt column it will be dash. Now this 150 kg which you have given students, I cannot write directly 150 here, right, because it is a FIFO method, first in first out. So whatever first came, I need to give out of that, right? So 100 and 200, which one came first? Definitely 100, right? So what I'll write down is in quantity 100. What is the rate of 100? 20. So here I'll write down 2000. I have issued students 150 kg. So how much is remaining? 150 minus 100, 50. This 50 will be given out of this new 200, right? So 50 into 21. 50 into 21. So what I'll do is 1050, right? For your understanding, put a curly bracket even here also, right? So 2000, 1050, and again here you can write down. So you come to know that this is a particular single transaction, right? So what I have done is FIFO method. Out of 150 I have given 50, 100 was left, 200 came new, so 100, 200 I have shown. Out of this 150, so 100 I have given in the earlier and 50 I have given from the new one, right? What is the balance now left out with me students is, this is gone, 200 minus 50, so 150 kg. It is completely from this particular thing, so 150 into 21 rupees. So multiply 150 into 21, you will get the answer of 150 into 21 gives me the answer of 3150. 3150 rupees, right? I hope it is clear to each and every student. So this is how you need to work out for your FIFO method, right? Again, now on 18th, they have told that returns from the job, right? Returns from the job means some material you must have issued to the production. Now again the production is completed, but that material is not utilized particularly, right? So what they have done is they have returned us those materials. So return means receipt. You have received that material, right? So what you will do is on the receipt side write down quantity 10 kg. Now they have specifically given out of the material issued on 3rd, right? So on 3rd we will check. We have issued material, yes. What is the rate? Why this information is given? In order to check the rate, right? So 10 into 20 gives me 200, right? 10 into 20 gives me 200, and specifically I'll write down here return so that you are not confused whether we have purchased or we have returned, right? Always write down such kind of things so that you are clear with the sum. So 10 into 20 gives me 200. Here it will be dash dash because there is no issue. Fine. Now again you are having two types of quantity students, right? So one is 150 and the second is 10, right? So here now logically understand students, right? Go on the date on which you have received it. First in first out doesn't mean that material on 3rd. Many students have confusion this every time. That's it was from the 3rd, right? So it is from the 1st August opening balance we have issued. So that will come first. No, first in first out. Whatever on the receipt side comes first will be gone out, right? So here we are already having 150 into 21 3150. Then we will write down 10 into 20, that is 200, and put a curly bracket here, right? So put a curly bracket there. So 150, 10, that is 20. So in all I am having how much students, right? So in all I am having 160 quantity, right? I am writing here for your knowledge 160 kg. Here I'll write down 150 kg. Here we'll write down 300 kg. Is it clear to all of you? Fine. So what particular we are having, that is your closing balance. Is it clear? Okay. Moving on to the next transaction. On 21st of August, you have purchased 300 kgs at 19 rupees, right? So in the receipt you will write down 300, rate is 19, right? So 300 into 19, if I multiply, my answer comes to 5700. In issues it will be dash 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 because there is nothing, right? Now I am having three kind of closing stock, right? The upper one will remain the same, 150, then you have 10, then you have 300, right? So what I'll write down is copy the same. 150 into 21 gives me 3150. 10 into 20 gives me 200, and the new one 300 into 19 gives me 5700. Is it clear all of you? I'll put again a curly bracket here. What is the total I am having? 460 kg. Total I am having 460 kg students, right? I suppose it is clear to each and everyone, right? Then after that, the last transaction which they have given is on 27th. On 27th, you have issued 100 kg. So dash dash in receipt column, right? 100 kg you have issued, right? So from where you must have issued this 100 kg students? Without any doubt, from the first one. Out of the set of 3, from the first one you must have issued 100 kg, right? So 100 quantity. From that your price will be related to your particular thing, that is 21. So 2100 is my issue, right? Now the balance to be found out. How much will be my balance, students? My balance will be from 150 I have given 100. So 50, 21, 3, again 50 into 21, right? So multiply 50 into 21 gives me 1050, right? So 1050, rest 10 will remain same. So 10 into 20 gives me 200, and again rest 300 will remain same. So 300 into 19 gives me 5700. So if I do the total, right, my answer will come to 360 kg. My answer will come to 360 kg, right? I suppose it is clear to each and everyone. Now in your books also, students, if you are not able to format vertically, you can prepare the format horizontally also, right? Completely depends upon you. It is whether it is comfortable to you or not. I have prepared a computerized format so that it squeezes for your understanding in a particular A4 page, right? For you can prepare the horizontal format also in your exam. It is completely fine. So I suppose it is clear to each and every student. Fine. Now what you need to do, students, is you need to again write down the total of quantity which is left out, right? So what is the total of your quantity that you need to write down, right? So here we have already done the total of the remaining quantity, right? So what is the total of the remaining quantity, students? That is 360 kg. 360 kg is my closing stock, right? Do the total of the receipt side also, right? So receipt side 150 plus 200, 350 plus 10, 360 plus 300 gives me 660. Right, always you need to do the total also in the sum, students. So 660 total of your issue 500 plus 100, 150 plus 50, 200 plus 100, 300, 300, right? So how can you come to know whether you have done a correct sum or not? Receipt is 660 minus issue 300, so gives me the closing stock of 360 kg. I hope it is clear to each and everyone, right? So again, if you do this particular thing, you will get the quantity which you have done for your receipt and for your payment side, right? I hope it is clear. Now students, also do the total of your amount side. If you do the total of your receipt amount side, it will come to 3000 plus 4200 plus 200 plus 5700, right? So my total of receipt side comes to 13,100. Also do the total of your issues, students. 1000 plus 2000 plus 1050 plus 2100, right? So you will get the amount of 6150, right? 6150, right? So again, if I do the total of my closing stock, it will be 6950. That is 6950, right? Now to understand the logic, students, right? Again, I am repeating the sum so that you are very much clear with that part. Again, the LIFO will be easy for that, right? So how you are calculating? First of all, you need to write down the quantity, right? The quantity which is given already, opening balance is given. So you write down your opening balance, the rate which is already given, the amount you found out, right? Issue, dash, and directly write down the balance. Now if any further purchase is there, write down in receipt. Here directly the issue was there. So we'll write down issue here, right? From this issue, you will write down the balance after deducting that part, right? Then whenever you are doing new purchase, write down purchase in the receipt column, the rate, whatever they have given, we will multiply it and we'll write down in the amount column. Then write down in closing balance both the things differently. Why? Because we are following FIFO method. So under your FIFO method, we need to again separate the material which we are having particularly, right? So we'll write down here the FIFO method, that is your closing balance will be written separately. From that, whenever you are issuing now, when you are having two separate things, always take the upper one first, right? With that rate, and then deduct the remaining quantity with the lower one. I hope it is clear. So after you complete all these things, students, right? What you do is you again do the total of your quantity. You do the total of your quantity in the issues, and then you deduct both of them. Your quantity of your balance should get tally. 660 minus 300 gives me 360, right? Same for the amount, students. The amount of your receipt is 13,100. The amount of your issue is 6150. When I deduct 13,100 minus 6150, I should get the amount of 6950. That is the total of all these three quantities, right? I hope it is clear, each and everyone, right? Do practice this sum one more time, then you must be very much clear with the sum particularly. Fine? Okay. So same sum students will be continuing with the LIFO method also, right? I give you 2 minutes, again prepare the format for the same so that we can start with the LIFO method very soon, right? Everything will remain the same, only changes will come at the time of your new issues, right? So prepare the format very well in advance from the next time so that we can quickly start with the sum. Fine. So we'll be starting with the LIFO method, students. 1 more minute. You can quickly go through the sum and you can prepare the format so that we can start with the LIFO method. I hope everyone ready with the formats. Fine. So we'll start with the LIFO method. Now same thing, same procedure will be following. You can see the difference between both the sums, right? What is the main difference? It starts from your issue. So stock registered under LIFO method, right? Stock register under LIFO method, right? Everything will remain the same. Now we'll be going a little bit quicker so that you come to know. Same thing I'll write down, year 2017, August 1. Opening balance will remain the same as we wrote down in FIFO also. So quantity is 150, rate is 20. Multiplying that, I'll get the answer of 3000 amount, right? Issues will be dash, quantity will remain same, 150, 20, 3000. Hope it is clear, right? So opening balance same in all the methods, whether it is LIFO, FIFO or VEM, right? So in all three it remains the same. Again you have issued on 3rd of your August, right? Again issue there will be no change. Why? Because it is the initial phase. You are having the only one quantity. When the question arises of LIFO or FIFO, when you are having more than one material in your hand, right? So you need to decide, students, from which quantity of material you need to supply those things, right? Whenever any single material is there, directly you can do the issue. So in receipt it will be dash 50 kg I have given at the rate of 20. So 50 into 20 gives me again 1000. Whatever quantity is remaining, balance is 100, right? Rate is 20 and the amount will be 2000, right? I hope it is clear to each and every student, right? So amount is now 2000 with you, right? So till here no question arises. Next thing is your on 8th of August you have purchase. Purchase means in receipt column quantity is 200 kg, rate is 21. So 200 into 21, again 4200 will be my amount, right? Issues it will be dash. Clear till here? Now again same thing you need to write down. The closing stock now you are having will be having two things, right? One is your 100 with 20 and 2000. Be very careful while writing your closing stock, students, because on the basis of this your issues will be there, right? So 100, 20, 2000. Next you are having is now 200, 21, 40, 200. Draw curly bracket here, draw curly bracket here. How much you are having? 300 kg with you, right? Now students, it is LIFO method, right? So till here it was same again in your FIFO also, right? As you can see, 2000 and 4200 and 300 kg. So for your first transaction, the sum always will remain the same. There will be no change. Only question arises when you start issuing after having a separate kind of materials, right? So we'll see again on 16th of August. Again on 16th of August you are issuing 150 kg. So receipt I'll put up dash, issuing 150 kg, right? Now in FIFO, why I am comparing both the methods, so that you are not confused and you are clear with that part, right? Now in FIFO we gave from 100 first and 50 from this. It is LIFO, last in first out. The person who came last, So who came last? 200 kg, right? So the person who came last will go first. So 150 out of this, right? Directly total 150 out of this. What is the rate? 21. So 150 into 21 gives me 3150. So my issued is complete, right? Now what I am having is 100 kg at the rate of 2000 and 200 minus 150 means 50 kg at the rate of 21. So 50 into 21 is 1050. You can put a curly bracket here. So you are now having 150 kg, right? So students, you are now having 150 kg with you, that is one is of 2000 and 1050, right? Just take an example. The person you are having in the lecture, you come first, and if you are very studious, you go last, right? So again, first in first out, and the person who is not studying at all will come last and will go first, right? So difference between extra smart students and difference between a genius, that is a studious student, right? So again, first in first out and last in first out. So this is example of the person who comes late and who goes first, right? I hope it is clear. So understand the logically, this was just for your again understanding purpose. Understand logically, whatever comes last will go first, right? So again, here you are having on 18th of August you have returns, right? So this returns again from the 3rd August. So there will be no change in it because you have received how much? 10 kg from the 3rd August. So 3rd August the rate is 20. So it will be 200, right? I hope it is clear. So here also there will be no change, but now in your balance you need to be very careful, right? Because you are having three kind of quantity students. One will remain same, 100 into 20 means 2000, 50 into 21 gives me 1050, and 10 into 20 gives me 200 kg, right? So now I am having a total of 160 kgs. Is it clear to all of you, right? That is why in advantages and limitations we saw that the closing stock of LIFO method is always the oldest at the old price, right? Because the person who came first is in the batch itself, not going out, right? I hope it is clear. So your returns from job is also done. You have made a new purchase. New purchase is again 21, right? On 21st of August, you have purchased 300 kgs at the rate of 19 rupees each. So that will also remain the same, 5,700. Issues, it will be dash because there is no such issue. Now your closing stock students will comprise of your basically four things, right? So four you need to write down here. Same thing you need to copy down every time, right? Don't be under that impression that we'll write down total. It will make you confused about the sum. 50 into 21, 1050, 10 into 20, 200, and 300 into 19 gives you 5700, right? So what is the total you are having now is 460 kg. So you are having 460 kg, right? I hope it is clear to each and every student. Fine. Now the last issue you have done, students, is 100 kg, right? On which date? On 27th of August you have issued 100 kg, right? Now 100 kg, from which material I will issue 100 kg, students, right? So definitely, as it is, if it was FIFO, I could have directly given this first, but as it is LIFO, from this last 300 batch I need to give them 100 kg. So 100 rate will be the of last 19, so it gives me 1900. I suppose it is clear to each and every student. Fine. So now what my closing stock comprises of is your 100, 50, 10 and 300, right? So 100, 50, 10 and 300. So that will give me particularly the same thing. I'll write down 100 into 20 into 2000, 50 into 21 into 1050, 10 into 20 into 200, and from this 300 I have given 100 already, right? So now what left out is 200 into 19. 200 into 19 gives me 3800, right? So what is the quantity I am left out with is 360 kg. So we'll tally this again by doing the total. But till here, I suppose everyone is clear now, right? It becomes a bit clumsy because the sum is very, again we can say many figures are there in the sum. So you need to do the presentation part also, right? So very quickly, we'll be doing the total of the receipt side, 150 plus 200 plus 10 plus 360, 300, right? So what I see is the total remains the same of the quantity, right? The quantity remains the same. Why? Because whatever comes in is going out, right? No matter from which batch you have given, but the number of units remains the same. Of the total of issue 50, 150, that is 200 plus 300, right? So again 300 kg is my quantity of my issues. What is my balance quantity? 660 minus 300. So I'll get the answer of 360. That is what we have written here, students. So it is getting tallied, right? Again, now the amount of your receipt side. So 3000 plus 4200 plus 200 plus 5700. So again the amount also I am getting same, 13,100. Of the issues you need to do the total. So 1000 plus 3150 plus 1900. So I am now getting the total of 6050. Is it clear? 6050 I am getting. So 13100 minus 6050, that gives me the total of 7050, right? You can again do the total of all these four amounts, 2000 plus 1050 plus 200 plus 3800. So that will also be tallied with this amount, 7050 only, right? So this 4 equals to this, and this also tallies. So at the end you need to tally all these amounts, right? So what is the difference in FIFO and LIFO is the only amount of which you are having, right? In FIFO the amount was again changed, but here due to this thing, right, the quantity remains always the same in any method. Just keep in mind, students, the only changes is in amount, right? I hope it is clear. So again a quick revision. Opening balance will remain the same, purchases will remain the same. You just need to write down always your receipt column will remain the same. No issues in that part, right? And again chronologically you have to go. Only changes in issue, right? Again the first initial issue will remain the same because there is only one material. Again here from this, whatever comes last you need to record it first, right? Last in first out and first in first out. I hope it is clear to each and every student, right? So this were your two methods, FIFO and LIFO. A humble request, do practice this sum on your own one more time, then compare the solution with this, right? So that you are very much clear. The sums are very easy. Hardly it comes for your 4 to 5 marks students, right? So for 4 marks, you have to quickly complete this sum. 4 to 5 marks, the transaction will be one or more less, right? And only one method will be asked in that particular sum. I hope this is clear, right? So again, next method, next lecture, we'll be doing again weighted average method completely. Two sums for weighted average method we'll be doing, and then we'll do the practice sums for that part, right? I hope it is clear with this part. So all the students, for material costing, I have already provided you the notes, the solution of the remaining sums I'll provide you very soon. Start preparing it, start preparing the theory also, right? Fine. So this is all from my part, students. Taking your leave. This is Professor Shaurya Shah, teaching you Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 1. Have a good day ahead, students. Take good care of yourself. Study well, perform well. Thank you very much for your attention.